A Miami student who is paralyzed,
This is my first time driving the car.
able to drive a race car with his mind. Fire escape.
And all of a sudden I heard someone say, "We've got him, we've pulled him out."
Deputies in the Sunshine State saving a child from flames. And mid-flight on the way to Florida, a pilot decides to pop the question. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Anya Joseph.
I'm Michelle Morris. Today is Monday, May 23rd, 2022.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
The investigation into monkeypox hits close to home with a presumptive case here in South Florida. Florida reports its first presumptive case of monkeypox in Broward County.
It is a rare disease found in humans, but cases are appearing in several countries. The illness has flu-like symptoms and typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks. Medical experts are saying the disease is not as contagious as COVID-19.
About 3 suspected or confirmed cases in the U.S. and in Massachusetts, New York, and Florida. So we're talking very small numbers. This is a virus that's not nearly as transmissible as something like COVID-19. It requires very close, some people say face-to-face intimate contact.
Broward County officials say the case is related to international travel and the risk of exposure remains low.
Relief could soon be on its way for thousands of families in search for baby formula. Yesterday, a shipment of 70,000 pounds of infant formula arrived in the U.S. from Germany, giving hope to thousands of families desperate to find food for their infants. The shipment will soon be distributed to hospitals, home health care facilities, doctors, and pharmacies in hopes to fight the nationwide shortage.
A student at Miami-Dade College, part of an experiment to drive a race car using thought waves. As Connor McHugh from KCNC reports, it all went down last week at a racetrack near Denver.
At Pikes Peak International Raceway, high speeds and hard turns are nothing out of the ordinary. Neither are the skills and intense focus required to make it out unscathed.
It's an amazing experience.
This week, German Aldana Zuniga made it all look effortless, despite not touching the throttle a single time.
Since my accident, I don't have no mobility below my waist, so this is my first time driving the car, yeah.
9 years after that life-altering car wreck, Zuniga is using his thoughts to drive. It's a technological breakthrough pioneered by a team led by Colorado neurosurgeon Dr. Scott Fauci.
We're really proud of what he's done.
For more than a year, the group has worked so Zuniga can communicate between a microchip on his brain and a computer in the car.
The computer can pick that up, that particular electronic fingerprint, and feed that to the race car.
Zuniga can now use his mind to move the car and this specialized helmet to steer it, a task once unthinkable, now possible with focus and practice.
To be in it and just watch how you go through a track smoothly and it responds to what you think. It's just incredible.
So too are the possibilities for this technology later on.
We can use this potentially for driving an electric wheelchair, a golf cart, control a robotic arm. Once we develop that science can be used for all types of systems.
It's a finish line Zuniga can't wait to help cross.
Technology is advancing, so we gotta help put our part in it and make it become available for everyone.
In Fountain, Connor McHugh.
A couple from Southwest Florida fell in love with their shared appreciation for airplanes, so it only made sense to get engaged at 35,000 feet. The network's Gary Skinner in the control center this morning with their story.
Forget the Jumbotron. For this pilot from the Fort Myers area and his new fiancée, the sky's the limit.
The plan of how I wanted to do it changed at least probably 10 to 15 times.
Alex Patriquez finally landed on this.
Folks, from the front of the aircraft, I am a pilot, not the pilot for this flight, but a pilot for American.
Alex and his girlfriend, Macy Logan, were flying back from Dallas last Monday. That's where American is hair-cultured.
Most people go to the airports because they're trying to fly somewhere. We flew there just to look at airplanes.
From the moment they met more than 2 years ago, aviation has been a part of their relationship.
While we're flying back is when I said, you know what, this is the perfect time to do this proposal.
Working with the flight crew, he concocted an elaborate plan. Macy thought someone else on the plane was about to get engaged. That's what Alex told all 179 passengers on board. He even read the love letter the other guy wrote.
Since the moment we left, my life has changed in ways I never thought possible. My heart has learned to love in a whole new way.
I was shaking, and it was funny because the whole point of the proposal was to make it look like it was for somebody else.
Luckily, she didn't catch on. So Alex told her to grab the woman in 13C.
Oh, sorry, actually, Macy, come back for a second, I messed up. I got the wrong seat number, I'm sorry.
But there was no wrong seat number.
It's actually coming from me. Will you make me the happiest pal in the world? It's my best around to me. Yes. She said yes, thank you.
It really didn't hit me until he was down on one knee.
You could say this love story is just taking off.
I'm so excited to build our lives together.
My life has always been aviation, and then when I met Macy, it became Macy, and now I get to combine the best of both worlds into one, and I couldn't have thought of any better way to do it.
The couple is planning to get married next May. In the control center, Garrity Skinner, South Florida Media Network.
A 9-year-old Florida boy is lucky to be alive this morning after he was recovered from a house fire. It was Thursday near Tampa. A Hillsborough County deputy runs to danger as flames from a house illuminate the night sky while Karen McGinnis' son, Owen, is trapped inside the house. Body cam footage released by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office shows deputies busting out the windows to save her son.
The part that keeps playing back in my head because I couldn't break the window and all I could hear him saying was, "Mommy! Mommy! Mommy," and I couldn't get him.
Firefighters say the fire started after the family used an outdoor fire pit and fell asleep.
The Marlins taking on the defending World Series champions.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Over to the far side, then in front, they score! A power play goal, and the Panthers have...
The Panthers and the Lightning taking part in something that we almost never see in the playoffs, back-to-back games. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
The Florida Panthers finding themselves in a big hole, now down 3 games to none in their best of 7 series with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Round 2 of the playoffs, and the Florida Panthers take on the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Not much of a victorious run as the Bolts take the series lead 3-0. Last night, the Cats were able to hold a tie 1-1 during the first period, but the Lightning went up from there. For a final score of 5-1, the two face off for Game 4 tonight at 7 in Tampa. One last shot for the Panthers to make a comeback.
The Miami Marlins apply pressure as they take on the Atlanta Braves. The Fish up by 4 during the top of the ninth, and the Braves try to score, but they're just not quick enough. The Marlins were, with the home field advantage, win with a final score of 4-3. They go to Tampa tomorrow to play the Rays at 6:40.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Michelle Morris.
I'm Anya Joseph. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.